Welcome back to Donslife. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining today. I got Mrs. Donslife here with me. And about a week ago, I created a post on the YouTube channel asking you to send me your questions. Actually, send us your questions and we would do our best to answer them.
I don't know if I'll know the answers.
She'll probably, well, here's the funny thing. The questions that I picked, she doesn't even know what they are yet. So I've written down some possible responses, but we'll see if you can ad lib and maybe answer some of them.
It's like improv class.
It is like improv class. And you also get to guess, are we wearing pants? Or which one of us isn't wearing pants?
I'm wearing pants.
We'll leave it at that. Like I said, Mrs. Donslife's here to assist, so let's go. All right, so let's get started. I've got 6 questions here and some potential answers. So I'll warm things up and we'll get right into it. So the first one is from ericyachtbroker. If you're a yacht broker, can you get us some time to go visit a yacht? Maybe do like a little demo or a test there. I can't afford it, but we could just,
we could pretend.
You could fake it, I'm sure. You know, hey, I'll answer your question, you get us some time on a yacht. We'll pay the plane tickets to get down there, to be fair. So this question was tagged in one of my videos. It wasn't on the actual post. So it does read, great video. I wish this information was available before I made the decision I did back in June. He's referring to purchasing a vehicle that happens to be under the L87 6.2 liter recall, just like our Cadillac Escalade. He did do a video that explains what he did, the choices that he made, and he wanted me to let him know what I thought. So he links the video here. I'll also link it for you down below. He's got a YouTube channel. It might be about yachts, but it might also be about his truck experience. He does continue to say if he knew about the Pico test, he would have demanded one at the time. He just needed the peace of mind knowing that he wasn't going to have a catastrophic failure while cruising down the highway. So spoiler alert, in that video that he gave me a link for that I did watch, he purchased a Denali EV, and it looks like, and this is my answer, that it suits his needs well. So to be clear, he traded in his 1500 Seirra 6.2 liter towards this EV. In my opinion, it wouldn't be the best option for me or us at this time, mainly because charging infrastructure where we live, and considering that you need a fast charger to get some of those quicker charges and get on your way again, they just don't exist in those gaps, at least where we live, when it's one major city to the next. Where we live, it's 3 to 6 hours to any of the next major cities, and those communities in between, they likely don't have those fast chargers. So we've really got to... Welcome to the
prairies.
Welcome to the prairies of Canada specifically. And I'm sure there's other areas around the nation that are like that. And of course, our 5 months of freezing weather would definitely take its toll and cut down the range significantly. So Eric, I'm really happy for you if that works out. I do think that the electric Seirras and Silverados do look really nice. I did test drive the Denali as well, and I hope it works out well for you. Okay, I'm gonna take one more just because it has to do with something that you have absolutely no experience with.
I have absolutely no experience with any of this.
I'm
winging it.
We'll give her more credit because she's not giving herself any. At 305-330-30, maybe that's a valid phone number we need everyone to try out. Actually, it's missing a digit. 2017 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ. How do you properly configure the settings on my recently installed AU car 15.6 stereo unit? Well, I do have experience with replacement screens for the 2019 and newer GMC Seirra and Silverados. I don't specifically have any experience with the model year that you're asking for answers for, although I would expect it would be very similar. However, I am flattered when I get these questions, but I'm also not comfortable answering for a product that I don't have specific knowledge of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link a video in the video description below for the actual AU car dealer in the US of a video that he's made on how to properly configure the model that you have, not the one that I have experience with for my generation of pickup. So I hope this helps, but I'd rather refer you to an expert that has done this exact model, and the video actually shows the process. So hopefully that helps you out and gets you on your way. All right, so the next one is over to Mrs. Donslife.
Okay.
This is her first time reading it.
So at Joel Limo 0707. Hello, I have a 22 Seirra 6.2 liter with 21 kilometers on it right now. 21 kilometers?
21K.
Oh, 21,000 kilometers. For 3 years now with extended warranty for 5 years from purchase. Question is, When do they start the 10-year warranty or 240,000 kilometer warranty of the engine after checking and pass the inspection? I still have 2 years remaining on warranty or 100,000 kilometers. 100,000 kilometers on powertrain. If I go to the dealer for inspection this month and pass inspection, will they add the 2-year warranty to the 10-year warranty or 240,000 kilometers? Or does it count after the inspection? Thanks, more engine to come. More engine to come?
He just said more engine to come. She's reading it, making minor corrections, but sometimes when people send things, the grammar doesn't match up with the grammar that we're expecting to read. So you ready for the answer?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm reading the answer too?
You're reading the answer.
Oh.
But I provided it for you.
Okay. When does the special coverage start? We have 2 scenarios. If it failed the PICO test and new replacement engine, or 2, passed the PICO test with the new oil spec. In both cases, the 10-year, 150,000 mile coverage or 240,000 kilometer
Good catch.
Is tied to the vehicle's first sale or lease date, not the date of the recall test or repair work. Here is proof in the GM app.
So I'm going to pull up our app right now and I'm going to show you the proof that it starts from the date of purchase, because you purchased your vehicle April 17th, 2022. Mm-hmm. And we're going to the help center on the app, recall and warranty, warranties. And I probably won't show on here, but I'll blow it up on the screen for you. But it says the special coverage expires 2032, so 10 years from 2022 on April 17th, or 240,015 kilometers, because when she bought the vehicle, it had 15 kilometers, not 15K.
Oh yeah. So unfortunately, the special coverage starts from the date of purchase or lease, not from the date of your service that you just had.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well put, for not knowing what was on that piece of paper ahead of time.
And if you know how many takes that took, you guys would be killing yourselves laughing.
I even went and put pants on, that's how long it took. So I think you did such a great job with the last one that I should give you the next one, but I'll warn you, it's kind of spicy.
Uh-oh. What kind of spicy?
Political.
Okay, I can handle that one.
You'll handle that one?
I can handle it.
We're gonna remain politically neutral on this one. I'll let you get right into it.
Okay, so at Brian Perry 3215, do you think your province will become part of the US?
Told you it's spicy.
It's not that spicy, it's okay.
It's definitely something that's in the media and people talk about, but I think our honest answer is
probably not.
So probably short answer would be a no. However, I wanted to expand on this and I started asking myself, like, what would it take? What would the obstacles be? What would the challenges be? What are the realistic outcomes if this continued to kind of play out and enough people were thinking that we should separate, become sovereign and become part of the US? So I used ChatGPT, the latest version, which is pretty darn good. And instead of sharing with you 2 pages of the response that it supplied me, I've summarized it, and Mrs Donslife is going to talk about the logistics of this.
So the main obstacles are the constitutional legality, political resistance, Indigenous rights, and economic cultural integration. So even if a majority of Saskatchewan residents wanted it, both Ottawa and Washington would face enormous disincentives to allow it. So I guess that makes sense. Taking it one step further, if it did happen, how long would it take?
So that's just some of the social, political obstacles that would exist. So next, what would the time frame be realistically? So I got some information on that too.
Okay, so best case, if it's all highly cooperative and everybody's peaceful, they need to have a referendum in Saskatchewan. So that could take 1 to 2 years for a clear majority vote. Then they need Canadian approval, which is 2 to 5 years through Parliament and a provincial consent. Then the US admission, it can take 1 to 3 years for Congress to pass an admission law. Then the transition, 5 to 10 years to adopt US systems, the currency, the law, the healthcare, education, and settle treaties and trade. And so overall best case timeline would be 10 to 20 years for full integration.
That's exhausting.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna be much older and gray than I am right now if that was to become a reality.
Yeah, that could take a while.
And that's under peaceful, amicable circumstances.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So are you done? Should I take on number 5?
Yeah, I take on number 5.
Okay. So at Green Year PM 3969, off-topic question, would you still recommend the oil catch can that you used in older vids? I know you remove it for winter, but do you still have this installed? And is this still working? I own a 24 AT4 and a 19 Trail Boss. I appreciate all your content. Oh, you got two of these factory lifted trucks. That's cool. So this is a multi-part question that requires a multi-part response. I would still consider a well-made, reputable catch can for the 6.2 liter trucks. Since they're direct injection engines, they would see the most benefit. That would also go for your 5.3 liter if that's what you have in the Trail Bus. Now, people are divided when it comes to these benefits, and these are just my opinions, but if you want to go look up the research and look into some of the facts that are out there, I do believe that these are two of the primary benefits when it comes to these engines specifically and others that have similar designs with direct injection. One, you're going to have cleaner intake and valves, so you'll have less deposits and carbon buildup, just the way that the engine's designed and these cans catching those vapors. Two, you'll have reduced knock or detonation risk due to more stable combustion because you're not burning off those vapors anymore. Now the downsides, in my opinion, and for my vehicle, is the maintenance of it. So he mentioned that I take it off in the winter. He probably missed the video where I found a workaround where I installed a drain tube, a low point drain tube that goes out the wheel well, so it still stays warm enough that I can drain it in the winter months without having to remove the catch can, and it provides extra volume. Do you want to grab me the jars of tears there so we can show them?
Ew, gross.
So these are the captured vapors and contaminants from my catch can. I call them truck tears. I should trademark that. So this is proof and evidence of the physical contamination, mostly water, I get that is not reintroduced into the intake side of my engine, keeping it cleaner.
That's disgusting, FYI.
So we'll make some pickles later in those.
Gross.
So simply put, I think catch cans still add more benefit than not any benefit at all, but there's a cost to them, and let's be honest, most people probably trade in their vehicles or get rid of them before they see the long-term benefits that would come with a catch can. Okay, so we have one more, number 6, and I think we should share this one.
Okay, so at Christian Barron 3197, did they perform the L87 recall with the aftermarket cold air intake or with the stock intake?
Do you know the answer? Cadillac? In your Cadillac, do you know the answer?
I know it's an aftermarket.
Yeah, do you know the brand?
Cold air induction.
That's right. And did we take it out for the recall, or did you break down with it still installed and it was towed to the dealership?
It was still installed, we never took it out.
That's right. So we left it in. This has never been an issue for us. Even in my 2021 GMC Seirra AT4 with the S&B intake, and if you know that intake, it's very aggressive looking and you can't miss it. It's like bigger than the engine. We've never had a problem with service with it being left in there, or my catch can, and they replaced a fuel injector way back in the day. They've never given us a hard time, but some dealerships, they don't like when you add those mods.
I think we even asked one time, didn't we ask?
We asked right from the get-go because there's a known like lifter issue way before the recall ever came out when it came to just 5.3s and 6.2s period. They're known for having lifters that collapse. And I said, is this intake that I installed going to be a problem? They said no, because we know that the lifter thing is an issue. It'd be hard to argue that it's related to a cold air intake or a catch can. So my dealership wasn't worried about it. However, that doesn't mean there's not instances out there where a dealership might be. So that's just some of your questions. I could have went on for hours with the amount of questions that I received via email on the channel and Instagram, but that's where we're going to stop this one today. However, I got 2 big announcements. The first one is by the time you watch this video, the Donslife website is officially launched. So donslife.com will help you in finding more information on everything that I've done on the channel, help you out with the links, just help you navigate and find things easier than trying to find that video that you watched maybe 4 years ago and you can't remember what part was used. So everything's broken down into sections by vehicle, universal applications, my Amazon storefront, your merch store for the Donslife Swag Hub. It's all there. Now right now it looks beautiful on desktop, so on your computer, and there's some little quirks in the mobile compatibility that we're working on. So if you're looking for discount codes and you can't find them because you're looking on your phone, they're actually there on the desktop site, but they're not showing up properly on the mobile, just message me. And if I have a deal that I can extend to you, I will try and do that. But if you don't want to reach out to me because you're shy like she is, then you can just go to the desktop site, and if there's a discount to be had, it should be listed there. Now, did you want to tell them what our second announcement is?
We are going to be gone to Europe for this better part of September.
Yeah, so we're gone for 3 weeks, our first time to Europe, a European vacation, if you will. I'll vlog some of it. I'll try and find the stuff that at least I think you might find interesting. If anything, comedic relief over here will take care of the entertainment part. But why I'm saying all of this and the time period that it's going to take is because there might be a little gap in my videos that get published. This one, as well as another one, would have aired while we were on vacation. So you might just see maybe a 2-week gap before the next video is made. But that's a good time to go look at the website and maybe go back to the channel and the playlist and see what you've missed that's already in the catalog. But we'll be back because I have a lot of projects lined up, including we will be going to SEMA. And I think we're going to do this one a little differently than last year. Go back and watch last year's, it's not that long. But I think we do need to have some fun this year and maybe have a bit of a competition.
Oh no.
Maybe come up with top 10 lists and compare them. We'll figure it out. But if you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see from SEMA, from a husband and wife that pretend to get along, at least on camera, then send us your suggestions and we will come up with something and make it of entertainment value to you, and you get something out of it. So that's it. Since you're well practiced now in the outros, lead us out, Mrs. Donslife.
So if you liked today's video, hit that like button. Please consider subscribing, and we'll talk to you when we're back from Europe.
All right. You did that so well, I have no outtakes.
I know, that was first take. That never happens.
So
we'll talk to you next time.